Shadow X Generations Review. The Ultimate Edgelord meets Keanu Reeves' legacy. Move over the Matrix, step aside John Wick. Keanu Reeves' greatest role is here, and it's Shadow the Hedgehog. That's right, Shadow X Generations brings back everyone's favorite brooding anti-hero in a game that's one part Sonic Generations, one part Shadow the Hedgehog, and 10 parts Keanu Reeves energy. This isn't a game, it's chaos, edge, and kicking butt on the level of Doom Guy. There's even a guy called Neo Doom Demon. I was able to play through this in parallel with my son, who also enjoyed it and is close to 100%ing the game. The plot, chaos control, but make it Reeves. The story is pure Shadow. He's still stuck in his endless existential crisis, asking questions like, am I even real? And would Maria also hate Tails? Spoiler, she would too. But here's the twist. Shadow leans into his inner Keanu Reeves. Imagine Neo and John Wick combined, but with hover shoes and chaos spear. Cutscenes literally have Shadow glaring into the camera while the boss is exploding in the background. Somewhere, Keanu Reeves is slowly clapping in approval. And the callbacks, oh, they're everywhere. You'll revisit iconic stages from Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Generations, except now, instead of running past enemies, you run through them. Shadow annihilates them with chaos control and his deep Reeves-inspired one-liners, or he just runs so fast through them that they disintegrate. We have callbacks to Rouge the Bat, Sonic getting bamboozled by a fake yellow emerald, Big the Cat looking for Froggy. Why? I don't know. Gameplay. Neo meets Hot Topic. If you've played Sonic Generations, you'll recognize the nostalgic level design, but instead of Sonic's happy-go-lucky speed, you're playing as Shadow, armed with all the angst and firepower of Shadow the Hedgehog. Imagine running through City Escape, blasting gun robots, all in glorious bullet time. It's a Matrix on hover shoes, and it's amazing. Highlights for me included fighting Metal Sonic Dragon form on a Venom symbiote jet ski, and it also handles like one too. Fighting Bio-Lizard as a first boss, a Komodo dragon that's 4 stories tall, that has hooked up the tentacles straight out of Akira. No Eggman in Sonic X Generations, just Doom, who apparently is what Shadow is made out of, demon blood from some weird creature. Not sure what this is all about, and never played Shadow the Hedgehog. The pinnacle of all levels is still Radical Highway. Now it's also Psychedelic Highway too. This game is a goldmine for memes. A few standouts, Shadow walking away from explosions in slow motion, because of course he does. Keanu Reeves is Shadow the Hedgehog, and you've got meme magic. I played this on PC, and it runs oh so smoothly. PC is overkill for performance on this game, but that's why we play on PC. It did crash completely on me 2 times during my playthrough, always a bummer, but the autosave really helped me out and I didn't lose any progress. The graphics are top-notch. I don't notice any pop-in like older 3D Sonic games. This has been an issue since Sonic Adventure 1. Effects and markers and visual cues are good enough that it really is your fault most of the time if you die. Most of the time. But there are many cheap deaths. But doing away with the live system really helps with risking everything and always going all out knowing that the only thing you might lose is an S rank and not your progress. All of Shadow's new powers are thought out well, but the Splatoon jumping really feels out of place and fully janky. Maybe I need to practice more, but it really doesn't feel right or moves too fast for the camera. Something is off with this power-up. Thankfully, it's not very prevalent throughout the game. Doom wings and shooting spires of lightning strikes feel great, like I'm playing Panzer Dragon in the middle of my Sonic game, while holding down the targeting multiple targets. If you don't get that reference, it's kind of like Star Fox 64, when you hold down the button and the highlights multiple targets, and then you let go and boom, they're all dead. Doom wings seem to break the game, but that's okay because Shadow himself would appreciate something as broken as him in the game. The bosses are memorable but easy, and really highlight the different abilities and all in a big boom of PG rated goriness. Pros: revisiting Sonic's classic levels with Shadow's edgy twists, chaos control gameplay is basically Shadow saying, I know Kung Fu. And it works, and it's integrated in many forms. Every cutscene feels like Keanu Reeves himself would approve, Bayonetta would be blushing, and Dante would be clapping while eating a chili dog pizza. Cons: Shadow's endless brooding sometimes feels like a therapy session we didn't sign up for. Brood the Bat serves no purpose. Not enough levels. The 2.5D levels are not as good when compared to something like Sonic 3 or Sonic Mania. They're just there to break up the pace. Final verdict: 9 Chaos Emeralds out of 10. Shadow X Generations is part Matrix, part Sonic, and all Shadow. Whether you're here for the nostalgia or the Keanu Reeves level chaos, this game has it all. Is it perfect? No. Is it edgy, ridiculous, and unforgettable? Absolutely. I've played many Sonic games, going back to all the 2D games from starting in 1991, including the deplorable Sonic 4 and Sonic 4 Part 2. I've played my fair share of Sonic 3D games, except for 06. And this really is the right way for the franchise. If we don't get Sonic Mania 2, then I'm okay with this being the future. It's not a bad template to move forward. I don't like Big the Cat. If he can be deleted or made into a villain and made serviceable, I might enjoy that. Otherwise, I don't ever want to see him again. Sonic and team have really been listening to the fans, and I can't wait until the new movie comes out. Until then, I'll be playing this game. Remember, never go into page 2 of a Sonic Google image search. Thanks. Have a great day.
This ends now.